Anyway, I could probably just skip through this by clicking start if I know what the button is. There it is. Yeah, get straight down to it. Oh shit, what happened now? I guess I shouldn't skip over all the story, because now there are 2 new people here. You have no idea what they're like unless you played the game. And just playing the game for the thing, maybe this was a terrible idea. Maybe I should not at all have decided to forget about the story, because the story is such a big part of this game. See, these guys, these are cool. Oh. See, I'm wondering, should I voice act some of this or all of it? Because if I do, it'll take a long time, my voice will hurt, but it might make for a better video. Should I re-record this? Oh, I'm getting all depressed. Not really. I'm not depressed. I just don't care so much about this being a good show. I just wanted to play this game. Don't hit me, sir. It's not allowed. So I guess I'll introduce them. This is Kent. He is a red guy on a horse. Look at that horse. The sprites in this game are really cute. They're really nice. Nicely animated. I enjoy them. And this is Kent and Sane. They are both knights. They appeared, Lynn and the traveling you, or me, Mark. Lynn and Mark went off because I can't remember. I guess I should have been paying attention. I can't really remember why she left. I guess she just left because. And she doesn't have any parents, and why not? And then she runs into these guys, who say, "Oh, sorry for bothering you, miss, blah blah blah." And they apparently there's about Gah, says he. Sane, are you alright? Yes, I am. I was able to dodge in time. I can't believe he invaded my sword strokes so easily. This is no jest. Look closely. The enemy is hidden in the woods, bitch. The branches make it difficult to attack, don't they? You're right. I'm changing accents, left and right. You're right. I was so focused on attacking, I didn't see. Your lack of attention may someday cost you your life. Fine, fuck you. If you truly understand, then fuck you, too. Kent worries too much. Let's have gay sex. More tutorial. What was I saying? Yeah, the bandits come. These bandits come and they say, "You're Lindis, aren't you?" And she's like, "What? How do you know my name?" And then they say, "I don't care, I'm just here for the money. Get 'em, boys." And the bandits appear and the knights come and it's like, "Hey, why are you attacking a fair maiden?" Well, sayings like that. Kent's more respectable. Well, respectable in that he's very professional. And polite. And they've just come to our aid, and now you're controlling all of them because you're the tactician, and apparently they just don't know where to go. It's one thing that's kind of weird about this game is the scale. You know, how far are they walking? Because sometimes it doesn't quite make sense. Because, excuse me, I'm burping. Because, like, those cliffs down there, the bottom right, are those sheer cliffs or are they small ledges? Is that river a raging river, or is it just a little stream? Because, you know, if I hover over here, oh God's sake, in the bottom left you can see what the type of terrain is. Like this is plain, this is plains, it's a cliff, but this is a mountain. That's 1 square, and if the mountain is the same size as a forest, then is the forest huge? Is the mountain huge? How far is she running? How far is he running, or his horse going, to get all the way over to her? Is it like hours or minutes instead of seconds? Who knows? Yes, I know that fucking gotta trade things. Even though, really, if you were actually playing this game, you wouldn't be doing this, because it's a silly idea. Yeah, fuck you, right. Now I can move again. I guess I could stay there. Part of the strategy in this game is knowing when to run ahead, and knowing when to just wait for the enemy to come to you, because sometimes if you run ahead you'll be exposed and enemies will be able to hit you and trap you, and they will be able, like if I were to move here and attack him, he could then change moving into the forest, which gives him higher ability to dodge my attacks and 1 defense. So my attacks deal 1 less damage. So I'm going to stay here. He's probably going to go after Sane. I'm going to end my turn. See, he goes after Sane because Sane has the low health and he's not in the forest. That's how the AI works, generally. They go for the weakest opponent that they can find first. Which is why if you have like a healer or something, somebody who can't attack, they'll always go for that person first. But if you put a healer in a really good position where they can dodge basically anything, then it's a good way to distract the opponent. Then again, they do sometimes just go for the lowest health, the person that they know they can kill. It's kind of weird. It's kind of cool. It's a good game. It's a good strategy game. Best game ever. So yeah, I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna stand. Well, now I can check him, so he can fight me there. So I'm just gonna stand here, so he can't get me. This guy doesn't move because he's a boss, so it's all about how far this guy can move. So I'm gonna move here, so that he can't reach him. He goes after this guy instead. Aren't you learning? Oh yes you are. So yeah, now I've sort of run out of things to say. I guess I probably should talk over the dialogue and say, this is what they're saying now. I'm going to say it in a silly voice or a boring voice. I'm going to say it all in the same boring voice, because that's how it is. I could talk about leveling up. Leveling up sometimes sucks. Sometimes you just get 1 in a thing. Sometimes you get like 1 in everything, or most things. It's all about random number generation. And there's a big thing about abusing the random number generator, because in this game you can't quick save. Every time you make any sort of action that's permanent, like if I move here and wait, if I were to shut the game off by clicking the power button without saving as such, it would still save, and when I opened up the match again it would be exactly in the same place. So you couldn't test to see if something works halfway through a match and hope, you know, if it doesn't go well, you know, you can't just undo that. You have to do the whole match again if you wanna, you know, say if you what's the word? Gamble. If you gamble on something working, like here for example, if he hits me for 7 damage, you see on the left there's HP, there's the might, which is the amount of damage he'll do, the hit chance, and the critical hit chance. The blue is my stats, the red is his stats. And his might is 7, and his hit is 48, so he's got a 48% chance to hit me for 7 damage. If he hits me while I attack him, on his turn, he could then try again, and if he hits Sane again, that's 14 damage, Sane would be dead already. And that's a gamble. So if I make that gamble, thankfully I win the gamble, because now he can't kill me and he's going for this guy anyway. He's going for Kent. But if that had played out really badly, I don't think it would have, because it's like the second mission of the entire game. But saying had the capability to die there because of a decision I'd made, and I couldn't undo it. I'd have to, if I'd wanted to keep him, I'd just have to restart the mission, and that's a big part of this game. It's just restarting the mission after fucking up one little thing, and it can get really frustrating, very far into really difficult long missions, but it's just so fun in the long run. They have nice artwork as well. So there's the Knights of Lycia. You are going to share your story with me? Yes.